Hey, what's up, guys? I made a video the other day on why semen retention slash this whole no fap, or like even the no nut November thing, is actually unhealthy. And I got some criticism of that video, and I want to address it because to be honest, I love when I get criticism because it opens up for a healthy debate. Now, that's one of the things that I live for, and it gives me the opportunity to further expand and prove my point. So the criticism I got was that when you retain semen or whatever, you get more. That's our primal drive force as men. Therefore, we should somehow conserve it, and then that will be applied to other aspects of our life. And if we say masturbate, if we're single and masturbate too much or have too much sex with our partner, then we become depleted and we don't have drive. And like, in a way, I can understand where he's coming from, but also I have to thoroughly disagree. I think this is exaggerated a lot more than it should be. First of all, when you ejaculate or have an orgasm, there's a period of time because of the neurotransmitters and endorphins released where you might feel a bit tired, okay? But that's not a bad thing. That's called being relaxed. That's called being, like, especially after something like a stressful day. How is that a bad thing, right? Now, like, I just went to the gym and I'm going to train boxing tonight. I've been doing boxing lately. Would I fucking bust a low, like, right before I go boxing? Of course not. But if I did it like 6 hours before, it'd have zero negative effect. I guarantee it. I would recommend, if you have problems with drive and motivation and things, that you probably have some other issues going on in your life. Maybe you're not eating well. Maybe you're not exercising well enough. Maybe you got some other drive issues that you need to deal with. The fact that, just by busting a nut or like orgasming is going to affect your fucking like life where you're not able to achieve your goals. I just don't see that, man. For me, that has not been the case. I'm successful, and I like I said, I train fucking like 2 times a day today. I train 5 days a week, boxing 3 days a week, CrossFit 1 day a week, and I bust nuts every day. So either with my girlfriend, if I'm not with my girlfriend, by myself, I don't care. No shame about that. The other thing is, talking about shame, is it's funny how the criticism was kind of directed at shame towards me. I think that is classical psychological projection, because they're actually ashamed about their own body function. And I addressed that as being unhealthy, and then sure enough, I get attacked with the same degree of shame. And he said that I need to take down my video. That is, like, again, projecting your repression. You're trying to repress me because you've done it with yourself. Am I looking into that too much? I don't think so. I think that that is exactly what he is doing, and I don't care. I have no shame. That's why I make videos open, talking about my personal life, about topics that might be taboo or controversial. Great, I'll address it. I'll get to the bottom line. If I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong without shaming me. You know what I mean? That's kind of a low form. That's like what women do. So we're not women, we're men. Why would you do a stereotypical kind of bitch behavior? I have no idea. Probably just to try to get under my skin or something, which won't work. I'm a rational being. So the other thing I want to address is, the old saying goes, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's just like, and I attribute exercising in this fashion, which is sexual through masturbation or just the act of sex in general, as being an exercise. And just like if you don't work your muscles, you go into atrophy. Well, guess what? Your sexual organs have muscles in them. I talked about this in the video. If you don't use them, you lose them, bro. Simple as that. Also, I believe you're, like, over time, if you're not bringing blood to your penis, I believe that your penis, like, say you don't have an erection for like a while, or you're not stimulating it to promote blood flow, I believe that your tissues will actually get weaker and go into atrophy, and potentially you'll lose dick size. So why would you want to do that? Also, the act of stimulation, if say if it's either self-stimulation or other, you actually can train yourself to kind of prolong the orgasm longer. So you don't do it right away, right? And you don't have that reflex right away. You can be more in control of your orgasm, which is powerful. I think that is something that you should train to do. And again, why feel guilt about that? Guilt is such like a low form of human emotion, and shame about it. Like, that's what sexual repression is. Sexual repression is unhealthy. Societies that are sexually repressed end up like, I don't know, Islamic countries and things, end up with like all these weird dysfunctions. And same with, he mentioned looking at nude women and how that's a bad thing. Dude, do you want like all women to wear burqas and like cover their ankles? Oh, we saw the women's elbow or ankle or kneecap. You know what I mean? That's not great. Well, who cares, man? You see their areola, you see their vagina. Who gives a fuck, man? Like, why do you in your mind think that the human female body is a negative thing? Why do you feel shame about that, looking at that? Think about that. Now, I think he's talking about that, it's porn in general. I understand. A lot of porn, majority of it is probably not healthy. Majority of guys who watch porn might have that addiction, and it might have an unhealthy fixation. I get that. But I mentioned in my video that already, okay? So, but I was mentioning in the video that, appreciating the human female body and channeling your sexual energy in healthy ways, not making it like a compulsive thing or an addiction thing where like you have to rely on it. That's your body controlling you. No, we're in control of our bodies. Big difference. So my approach is kind of like, I call it the Goldilocks approach, or even Buddhists called it the middle way. So, like, you don't want to be going too much, right? You might burn out your central nervous system. You might fucking chafe your penis because you're masturbating all day and be bleeding and shit. But on the opposite side of things, if you don't do it at all, you're going to go in atrophy. There's going to be other issues there, man. I'm telling you. And it's very healthy for your nervous system to the act of an orgasm. Very healthy. It's helped better quality of sleep. I mentioned that. The neurotransmitters release are neuroprotective, bro. And it's it regulates the mood and emotion in a better way. De-stresses you. We are sexual beings. I don't know why we're like de-evolving into this idea. I don't know if it stems from the fucking Catholic Church or something, where they guilt tripped us to not cover the human body. Like, I lived in Spain for 2 years, and I would go to nudist beaches. I'd be nude myself, my nuts and dick hanging out, didn't matter. Chicks, my friends, would be girls beside me with their tits and vagina out. Doesn't matter, man. I don't know why we're so fucking repressed on the human body. That's unhealthy, man. And in the same way, just like with our sexual desires and energy, you know what I mean? It's natural. That's creation. That's how life is created. It's like one of the most divine things in the universe that creates the human, creates babies. Like, but again, there's healthy ways to do it. And this is the key takeaway point. In our society, because things have been so repressed, it manifests, the sexual energy and things manifests itself in dysfunctional ways. That's why there is things like porn. That's why there is like a black market for sex trafficking and trade and things like that, okay? That doesn't mean that sex itself is bad. Just like steroid use, there's proper steroid use where we can live healthy lives into our old age. But people abuse steroids, and that's a bad thing, right? So don't always look at it like this black or white picture of good or bad. There's healthy ways as well in there that can be manifested. So I hope you just keep an open mind to it and have an open discussion. I don't want to portray myself as somebody who's like saying it's totally healthy, like to do all the time. Obviously that's not the case, but I think this is something that not many guys talk about. When I see these videos about no fap and the retention, then I just want to address it because I think it's a bit bullshit, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think below, whether you criticize what I'm saying, whether you agree with me, any other ideas. Love to hear from you. Okay, have a great day, guys. Peace.